I'm making this video for myself mostly because I've kind of been in a negative place in my life and I need kind of a way to escape out of that. So if this video is like totally on like a whole different tangent, I'm sorry. This is literally just for mental purposes only. That's why I'm doing this. I'm looking for a way to incorporate a new hobby into my life. I've been so like not fulfilled, but filled with depression. And that's been a very negative aspect going on in my life. Dating is hard, and dating as a trans woman is definitely not the easiest subject to talk about because I'm still maneuvering my way through that. I've been transitioning for fucking 4 or 5 years now. Like, I haven't even kept track lately. But yeah, I've been in my transition for several years now, and it's insane to see how much like I've grown mentally, but I've changed so much mentally as well. Um, Depression hits hard, I've noticed. It really gets you into that most negative state, and for the longest now, these past few months, I haven't been knowing how to cope with that. And these are things I used to know how to deal with. A lot of girls like have this little rough space in their transition and blame it on hormones, but this isn't just hormones. It's ways that I'm growing older and I'm wanting more things out of life. I remember being such a young little trans girl walking around thinking I could have every guy and thinking I was hot shit. And I wasn't. I was literally out there being a little thought, like I was, and trying to run amok. And that's not how I've been trying to be perceived. A lot of people see me as like this girl who just goes out with any guy and finds herself to be so fulfilled with sexual involvement. And yeah, I do have sex with a lot of men, and that's at a point where I've been at, and that's what a lot of my depression has to deal with is my involvement with men. I have really bad attachment issues, and a lot of that revolves from the type of family I was brought into and the things that I've dealt with. But at the end of the day, like, kind of sucks. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. Like, it fucking sucks. Because I try not to be attached to somebody, but that's hard. It's really hard. I become so involved and for no reason, and it's like even if I'm not dating the person, dude, like I'm fucking like head over heels and I'm texting them all the time and trying to get their attention, and if they're with the girl that's better looking than I am, and that's where my insecurities play in, and I'm tired of it. I really am tired of the way that I feel. I'm tired of the way that people are treating me. Men are treating me. I can't even fucking... This is how I know that just being a woman in general, you are often seen as a sex target. I used to think it was just a trans woman thing and it was a thing that I went through because I was trans. But there's other people in my life that go through the same thing who are not trans. And it's like, men take this toll on me where I feel so anxious and I have all this anxiety. And a lot of that is because of my attachment issues. And when I'm just walking down the street and these guys are stopping and like honking and trying to get my attention, at first, you know, you're getting flattered because it's like, oh, bitch, I did not know I was looking poppin' today. But then eventually, like, what I learned in my transition, in the beginning, I thought it was very much like, oh, yes, I'm poppin', I'm getting the attention. And then as I've grown and matured as a young adult, kind of dealt with these men trying to take advantage and use and disrespect us as women. And it's all about female empowerment. And that's how I felt. I seen this fucking video online the other day when it was like, I support the feminist movement, but not trans women. But when you support the feminine movement, you're also supporting trans women because we are still women. People fail to realize that being trans is literally just a label. And gender, like, gender is something that should not be assigned, because we're all facing the world on our own. And let's face it, the world is so fucking hard. It's so cruel, and it really brings you to a negative point in life. I know, like, I've been on hormones for a long time, and then I was off of them for a while, and then I've been back on them for the past 6 months, and my life has took a total change also in the last 6 months. I've moved to 2 different places. I started college. I got out of a really bad, like, relationship where I was being treated poorly. And that has a lot to do with I didn't have a lot of self-respect. And I still don't have a lot of self-respect, but I'm working on it. And that's mostly, like, all I could say for now, because it's like, that's what I've been working on. And I need to work on loving myself. A lot of people don't have love for themselves, and I'm one of those people that fall into that category. So I need to start gaining love and confidence again. I used to have it. At least I thought I did. But life has been different this past few months. And yeah, I've been in such a negative place in my life. But then again, everything in my life that's happening right now is so positive, but mentally I'm going through these negative aspects because I'm grateful for everything that I have, and I'm grateful for everything that I'm going through, and I'm grateful for my transition and being able to be on hormones. But I'm miserable, and I'm just gonna leave it at that. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Let me know if you guys like these videos, because this is a way that I could, like, escape and kind of, you know, talk to myself and let a lot of this stuff out. So yeah, that's it. Peace.